Sharing the Light. So we've led off with the 4 key components of any good project management process, which is planning, brief, execute, and debrief. Today, what we're going to do is do a little bit of a deep dive into the second aspect of that process, which is briefing. Now, we have a simple little acronym to try to remember the elements associated with being able to provide your team with a really good brief. And that acronym is CPORT. Now, CPORT stands for context, purpose, output, resources, and timeframe. So let's start with the first element of that, which is the C for context. This really covers off and talks about what is the overall objective that you want to achieve with the project that you're moving in with, and who is the team and what will they be doing with each other and to support each other to actually meet the objective. Now, hopefully, if you've had a simple and concise plan, then providing the context to the team is actually relatively simple. And of course, with any human interaction, that communication point can actually be part of the biggest challenge with getting tasks undertaken. The important thing you've got to look for here is not just standing there as a leader and telling people what to do. It's actually also making sure that you're getting positive feedback and asking open questions so that you can see that the team is understanding what you're saying to them as you're talking about the context for what the project and the objective the project is trying to achieve. The next element in this is the P for purpose. Really, this just comes back and re-emphasizes out of the planning aspect what really is the purpose/objective of the task that they're about to undertake. And how does the task fit into the overall context of the work that's being undertaken? So next is to move on to the O for output. And really that then starts to get into the nitty-gritty of defining what actually are the specific quality, quantity, and elements that are expected to be produced as part of the task process within the entirety of the objectives. Then we have R for resources. This helps to provide some context to the team about what resources are available, when they're expected to be needed, how many times there needs to be some sort of check-ins and reporting, the amount of budget that's available, the time or the hours people have to actually try to undertake and complete the tasks that are being set. And finally, to complete the briefing process is the T for timeframe. This element is key because it closes out with all of the members of the team when the dates are expected for completion of those tasks, what milestones are associated with the project and the tasks that they need to undertake, and what sort of updates and reporting is required and when it's required. Now, it's important that people understand not just the context of what you're underdoing, but this time frame element and the resources that they have to achieve that task within that time frame. And again, as I stated, you're getting some positive feedback and understanding rather than just telling people what's going on. So really you start looking for open questions and giving open questions, looking for answers reflected back by your team so that they're very clear on what it is. So hopefully if you've actually undertaken a really good briefing of your team members and followed this CPORT process, you should almost get to a stage where you can say very little and you'll actually get reflective remarks from each of the members of the team so that they truly understand what needs to be undertaken and done. So that's the briefing portion of our 4 elements. Thank you for listening to this episode of Sharing the Light. Please subscribe, like, comment, and of course, look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you very much.